And guess who's back from 2-week vacation?
Yes.
It is your favorite sports podcast on, I don't know, network by default. Over 500. I'm your humble, gracious, highly awkward host, Mark Ogin.
And I'm your co-host, back from vacation, baby. Vegas all the way. E-Dog.
I do want to wish you a happy belated. That was the reason we were on vacation.
Yes.
Is that Ernesto turned 31. He entered his Pat Beverly year.
Yes, sir. Well, you know how I do my birthday? We go 2 weeks. That's how long my birthday is.
So where'd you go again? You went to Vegas?
Went to Vegas, won a little, lost a little, and
But you had a good time.
had a great time. Had an amazing time. I love Vegas. I love gambling. As you all know, I'm always on that bookie. Shout out my bookie. I'll keep you anonymous because it's illegal. So,
Okay. Is it illegal for real?
well, I mean, you're not supposed to gamble in Texas, so.
Oh, you're right. I didn't hear that. Let's get right into it, brother.
Yes, sir.
So we have 3 over 500 topics today. As you know, the NBA Finals is currently going on. We got to see some Phoenix Suns play the Milwaukee Bucks.
Yes.
We saw Giannis return from injury. We saw Chris Paul in his first finals. Devin Booker's first finals.
Yes. A lot of players' first finals.
Everybody's first finals. Nobody's ever
Yeah.
been to the finals on either team.
Yes, sir.
So what was your takeaway?
My takeaway, DeAndre Ayton.
Had a Kareem Abdul-Jabbar kind of game, right?
Hey, don't forget Tim Duncan.
They didn't put him in the graphic, right? It was DeAndre Ayton, first player with 20 points and 15 rebounds in his debut finals game.
No.
Besides Kareem.
Kareem and Tim Duncan. Look at the graphic again.
All right, so
Pull up the graphic right now.
You think my man Ayton had a good game?
Oh, man, he played amazing. I think it's like also the other part of that stat was shooting 70% or more. So that makes sense.
I mean, he was having all day alley-oops.
Yeah, I mean, the dude can rebound. That is a non-question. The dude has got a point god, right? And he's a good free throw shooter. So he gets on the line, you foul him, he's lethal at the free throw line. Told you. Check that. That's a point for me. That's a shot for him.
He had a great and amazing game, but the news came out today that Dario Saric tore his ACL, right?
Yes. Yeah.
So I think that might be the last time we see that, honestly, because now you have to play Aiden 40 minutes a game.
Yeah.
Tops, because you don't have a backup big besides
So who's
Frank
Yeah.
Kaminsky. Like, he's terrible. You're not going to play him.
Hey, he can shoot threes still.
You're not playing Jay Crowder at the 5.
He can shoot threes. Who was he drafted? He was drafted by the Hornets.
He's by Charlotte, and he was mid.
He was part of that Wisconsin
Yeah.
Badgers.
But he was only good if he played 4 years of college.
I think they made it to like
They beat
Sweet
Cat in the
16
final,
or
in the
something like
final
that.
fours. Yeah, no, they made it to the final 4. Like,
They made it to the Final Four. Yeah,
top
see?
2, yeah.
See?
Yeah, but Frank is not good, all right?
Frank the Tank.
So I worry about Phoenix's chances now, because I mean now Aiden is your biggest threat in the paint, and now he's gonna have to play 40 minutes again.
So what's your initial prediction? Like Suns in 4.
I had Bucks in 7.
Bucks in 7?
Yes.
Okay, mine is Suns in 6.
Why?
I think the Suns are a better team. They got a little bit more, I would say, not experience, but a little bit more knowledge in terms
Chris
of
Paul, yeah.
Chris Paul.
Yeah.
You know, he's the everybody's talking about Chris Paul this, Chris Paul that. You know, nobody talks about Cliff Paul, but anyways,
I think if Drew Holiday keeps playing like that, then yeah, it will be Suns in 6, because Drew Holiday had a terrible game.
yeah,
He cannot stop Chris Paul. They had PJ Tucker on Chris Paul.
yeah.
What was that about?
Man, they had PJ Tucker
They
on
had
Chris
Brook
Paul.
Lopez on Chris Paul.
It seemed like game 1 was a testing game for the Bucks almost.
Oh, for sure, because Giannis is coming back from injury.
Yeah.
And if you're Giannis, you just want to test your legs out. You just want to see if I can play and not get hurt again.
And I mean, the dude has been out for a couple days, so he's rusty.
Yeah.
Right?
He was out of game shape for sure.
Yeah.
He looked tired in the fourth quarter. He didn't do anything in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
In the whole second half, he didn't do anything besides that.
But he
shakedown block.
had that monster chase down block.
He had that LeBron Iguodala 2016 block.
Yeah. That was pretty badass. I mean, this is why we watch the NBA Finals, right?
Yeah.
To see moments like this. So
I think if the Bucks are gonna win, they need to rebound better for sure. And part of that starts at Giannis,
yeah.
because the Suns had so many second chance opportunities, right?
Yeah.
And then they kept drawing fouls off of them.
I mean, it also it's not just Giannis, but you got to remember the rest of the bigs got to do their part. Brook Lopez has never been a great
Is
rebounder.
the only other big besides
He's
Giannis.
never been a great rebounder, and this is his time that he's got to step up. He's got to step up somehow, some way.
If that's where we're headed, then I think the Bucks are in trouble.
There you go. I'm telling you, I mean, the Suns are going to out rebound them. And again, a question for the Suns organization: what the hell is Jay Crowder doing out there?
Dude, Jay Crowder had 1 point.
1 point at the end of the game off a free throw.
But hold on, he
0 for 8.
was plus 19 PR and plus minus. Plus 19. They were 19 points better when he was on the court than when he was off the court. And he had 1 point, and they were 25 or 25 free throws, right? He missed the last free throw.
I mean, I feel like I could take that roster spot. Put me.
No, you could not.
Put me on Middleton.
You would make Frank
I'll hug him.
Kaminsky look like Michael Jordan. No, but yeah, he had 1 point, but he still played really good. So that's like Alex Caruso numbers out there.
Put me on there. Call me Tito el Gordito.
I do think Giannis will be more aggressive next game. I think that was his fill out game.
Yeah,
I
agree.
Drew Holiday, I don't know. Can you be that bad again? Can you be that terrible?
I think he can, but I think next game he steps up, and I would take the over on the points for Drew Holiday next game. They're going to step up. Middleton had a pretty good game.
Yeah, but you never get two good Middleton games in a row, ever.
No. So I think, next game is for them to step up. If the Bucks want to win this, they got to either win the next 2 at home, right, to tie it 2-2, or they got to steal one in Phoenix, whether it be game 2, game 5, or, game 7. But they got to find a way to steal games somewhere. And I feel like next game is the game to do it. But Phoenix is going to come out guns blazing.
I agree. I want to ask you something off like that topic, kind of. Is you think this finals, Milwaukee versus Phoenix, is bad for the NBA? Like in terms of ratings and casual interest and all that stuff?
No, not at all. I mean, we have all-stars. We have star players. We have Chris Paul. We have MVP, defensive MVP, Giannis. Like we got good players, but just small markets.
Nobody has ever won, right?
Yeah.
And from either team, right?
Yeah.
So that to me that's bad for the NBA. Like,
yeah, I mean,
there's no LeBron, there's no KD, there's no Curry.
Who wants to see the trash ass Lakers in the NBA Finals? Nobody.
Everybody.
Does. Nobody
that's
does.
The thing. Everybody does. Like, I'm sure this guy at home who doesn't watch basketball is not turning on the TV to watch basketball now because LeBron's not playing.
Nobody wants to see LeBron playing with a bunch of
it's like
high school players.
The way I would put it, it's like wrestling, right? When you have this old star like Stone Cold Steve Austin, right? And you have this new rising star, and the new rising star has to beat the old star in order to establish himself, right?
So,
but nobody would care if it was two nobodies fighting for the championship. Nobody would care. You got to have at least one person who's been there, done that.
So you're just trying to make a case to have LeBron in the finals.
I'm saying it's bad for the NBA that he's not in the finals. That's
okay. So you think it's bad?
I think they need Curry or KD, or you need like somebody who's been there, done that.
I can guarantee you that the ratings are going to be a little lower than if let's say last year's NBA finals. But a lot of that has to do with a team from LA is going to bring in more people because it's LA, right? Yeah. It's Los Angeles, California.
It's two small markets.
It's a large market. You're going to have more people viewing the game because of the location.
Yeah.
But I think this is good for the NBA because it makes the NBA more competitive, and you want more competition in the NBA. You want to know that when the NBA when the NBA playoffs start, there's a possibility for these small markets to make upsets, get to the finals, et cetera, et cetera. You want to be able to think of it that way to where you're not just like, oh, yeah, the top team in the East and the top team in the West are going to make it, and it doesn't matter what happens during the playoffs, whatever. So I think it's good for the NBA, in my opinion. But, yeah, I mean, if you want to look at the statistics on it and everything like that, yeah, I mean, it's ratings.
It's bad for the NBA.
The ratings are going to be a little bit bad, but from a moral standpoint, it's good for the NBA. We need more of this. We need more competition. We need more small markets. We need those players to have their what is it? Starlight, right?
Yeah. I would say one at a time, please. One at a time. I remember when they asked David Stern, like, yo, who would be your ideal NBA finals, right? Like in terms of as you from the commissioner's point of view, right? He said Lakers versus Lakers would be his ideal NBA finals as commissioner. So like obviously the NBA cares about who's in the finals.
Yeah.
You wouldn't want to see San Antonio versus Indiana. Nobody would watch that. Nobody would watch that.
No, I mean I would.
Yeah,
And
you would.
All my
I would, you would, but not Mario. Mario wouldn't watch that shit.
all my San Antonio women, they would. Mario would because he's a supporting cast.
All right. I want to move on to our next topic real quick. Sha'Carri, Richardson, right?
Is that a rapper?
No, this is the Olympic. What was to be Olympic runner in Tokyo, right? Who got suspended because she smoked a little weed and it came up positive in a drug test. You heard about that, right?
Yeah. So do you know how much weed she smoked?
No.
Oh,
probably just like a couple of doobies, a couple of blunts or something like that. So what do you think? You think fair, not fair? Rules are rules.
Okay, so first of all, let's talk about her. She went to LSU, right? She's 21 years old.
Yeah. She's from Dallas.
She from D-Town?
Yeah.
Dang, there you go.
And she went to LSU. Her mom passed away, right?
Yeah, so her biological mom passed away was the story. And she actually found out during an interview or something like that, right?
Yeah,
like
a reporter had broke the news that your mom passed
Yeah, they're like, hey, by the way, your mom is
Which
dead.
Is a terrible way
bro,
to
what the hell?
learn how that happened.
And yeah, I think she was raised by her grandmother, but that happened. And I think she, like, in interviews that she's given, she was like, instantly, you've had that feeling before, right? I'm pretty sure where you instantly just feel like cold inside, whatever. And I'm pretty sure that's how she felt. And I guess she was like, man, I need to hit up my dealer and give me some.
Okay. She took accountability, which I respect a lot.
Yeah.
She said, I knew the rules. I still chose to do what I did. And this is where we're at now, right?
I wonder how much water she smoked. I mean, drank.
So I feel terrible for her, for real, because if, say, alcohol, I don't smoke. But if alcohol had came up, or if I was like a runner, right, and they're like, you can't drink. If we find alcohol in your system, you're banned, right?
Mm-hmm.
And my mom passed away, I would be drinking 30 days and 30 nights every day, and nothing would stop me from doing that, right?
Yeah.
So I would know what it would be, and with the consequences of it. But like it's just really bad timing, everything the way it happened, right?
Yeah, I agree. I think it was almost like luck, like it sucked, and then it was, if you think about it, she was one of the two favorites to win the gold in the 100 meter for the women's race.
Yeah.
I think the other one was like the Jamaican runner. So I mean, she possibly could have been the winner.
Do you think there needs to be like a rule change or something like that? Just keep in mind that marijuana is illegal in most of the world besides the U.S. Like, if you look at the map where marijuana is illegal at, it's most of the world, right? And the Olympics is the world event, not just the USA event, right?
So yeah, you asked me for my take earlier. My take is the rules are rules, right? She knew what she was doing. She knew all the different types of drugs and different types of substances that she couldn't take before, in a 30-day span before the testing and all that kind of stuff. And I mean, it is what it is. Like, there's a lot of other countries that have legalized marijuana, and they know the rules. They know that they got to stop toking it up, before they go to compete. So I mean, man,
so
it sucks. And I think she would agree with me. Say, yeah, rules are rules. And I mean, if you want to suspend me, then you suspend me. It is what it is. Like, I mean,
you agree with Stephen A. Smith? The stay off the weed.
Stay off the weed.
I think it is really unfortunate.
Yeah.
But I actually will agree with your not hot take. Is that it's rules are rules, and even though it's dumb, and it's unfortunate, and I hate everything about it, I mean, these rules are in place ahead of time.
I mean, I think I have written down a little quote. She said, "Don't judge me. I am human. I am you. I just happen to run a little faster." So, I mean, yeah, she's a normal person. She is a person. You don't even have to put normal in front of it. She's a person, and I mean, she's just like you, me, any of us here, right? And I mean, it just happened to be that she had Olympic times and she ran the time and she made it. And I wonder if she even knew. Like, I wonder if she even thought, like, man, I'm just gonna go run because they told me to go run. Or I wonder if she even was like, I'm gonna break, I'm gonna win this and make it to the Olympics. I don't know.
Would you call her Shaweed now?
Shaweed?
Shaweed Richardson?
No, I'd call her, I don't know, just Sha.
All I'm saying is, if you're gonna be an Olympic gold medalist runner, stay off the weed.
Yeah. I mean, what is it? Michael Phelps?
Yeah, the thing is, people are trying to be like, if she was white or this was Michael Phelps, nobody would care, which is just flat out wrong. That's misinformation all the way. Michael Phelps has already won his gold medals that year, and then there was a picture floating around of him smoking weed, or he wasn't even smoking. He just had a blunt in his hand, and he got suspended for 3 months, and they took away his gold medals. So, like, obviously, like, Sha'Carri getting 30 days ban, like, that's a slap on the wrist.
Yeah.
Compared to what Michael got.
Yeah, and don't forget, he lost, like, almost all his sponsorships.
Yeah, he got dropped by Nike and shit, and then
Nike,
Sha'Carri didn't get dropped by anybody.
He got dropped by Subway after, or this was before the whole Jerry incident, damn Jerry with the kids. You dropped Michael Phelps before you dropped Jerry. Come on, Subway.
What's his back then? 2008?
Yeah, this was like 2004, I want to say 2006, something like that. This is a long time ago.
Hey, but what I'm saying is, she can run that fast and smoke a little blunt after all that shit. Then hold on, because that doesn't help you run faster. If anything, that gives you weed lungs, and you cannot run as fast.
Okay.
So, like, she must be even faster than we even know if she stopped smoking.
Damn. So, okay, but then she's gonna be older. So you think she'll be back in 4 years for the next Olympics?
She's gonna dominate for the rest of her life.
So
not the rest of her life, the rest of her career.
Are you cashing in that pick right now? She's gonna get the gold medal in
2022, 2023, and the Olympics come back 2024, right?
Yeah.
And she's gonna win not gold, but a medal. I would predict that.
Like a participation medal?
No, it's like bronze or silver. Jamaicans are fast. Hold on. Jamaica, do not forget about Jamaica, all right? Her winning was not a foregone conclusion, but she was up there. She gave us our best chance.
She had a chance. Yeah.
All right.
Next.
ESPN countdown. I'm already laughing because this topic is so stupid.
Why did you put my girl's name on there, man? Come on.
Which one, Maria Taylor or Rachel Nicholson?
Rachel Nicholson.
You think she's attractive?
See, I think they should have left her on the encore reporting, because when that side view.
Let's get to what the problem is first, right?
All right.
So
I won't talk about that side view.
A leaked conversation came out. Rachel Nicholson says
this was a year ago.
A year ago in the bubble, that ESPN has a bad report with racial equality and inclusiveness and all that shit. So she has her job taken away from her as the final sideline reporter, and they want to give it to Maria Taylor. And Rachel Nicholson is like, "Oh, you're only doing this because she's black." Yes. And which is true or not true?
So I think what she said is true. Like, listen to me. Okay. It's true in terms of the first part, the whole diversity part, and I think ESPN felt sorry, and I think ESPN was like, all right, we got to do something now because everybody's doing something, we have to do something. I think Maria Taylor deserved that job, or she was qualified to get that job. So absolutely. I agree and disagree with what she said. Right? I don't think she got it, or I don't think she was switched out because she's black. I think she did it because she got it because she deserved it. No, but she's worthy of it.
But keep in mind, this was the height of the Black Lives Matter movement.
Yes.
So that had nothing to do with her Maria Taylor being chosen over Rachel Nicholson.
No. I think yes. That's what I'm saying. The first part is right. What she's saying. What Rachel Nicholson. She said or Nichols or whatever the hell. She said.
All right, go ahead. Yeah,
Rachel Nichols on my pickles.
Nicholson.
Yes. She what she said at the first part was right. The whole ESPN is trying to do this for diversity, and yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure they did do that. I'm pretty sure that was the first thing when they had their board of meetings or whatever it is. I'm pretty sure the first thing they said was like, "Man, we need to get some colored people and some women on there." And boom, this is our woman. I think they legit thought that because there was a lot of people who thought that, and I think it's kind of good that this tape came out because people can actually like think about this twice and be like, yeah, man, companies like ESPN and big corporations. I think they feel sorry or they feel bad, or I don't even think they feel sorry. Maybe they're just doing it just to, get ratings or get the pass. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, I mean, I think in that part, she was right to say that, to bring that up in the light, but to kind of throw Maria Taylor under the bus, and that wasn't cool.
Well, she did say that she wished Maria Taylor's all the success in the world, right?
Yeah.
But just don't come from my job.
Yeah.
But can you call yourself an ally to the Black Lives Matters movement if you don't want to help elevate your black colleagues?
I think she was also salty for it.
She was salty.
Yeah.
That's the whole thing. She was salty about this, right? She was like, well, yeah, go Black Lives Matters, but don't come from my job. Don't come from my shit.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure she wanted to be on the floor and shit.
She already runs NBA Countdown.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But the most boring ESPN show they have of all time.
No, it's actually pretty good, man. It's actually pretty good.
ESPN Countdown is good.
Yeah,
we'll get to that in a minute.
It's cool.
We'll get to that. No, it is not cool. It's not cool. I'm gonna tell you why. But you cannot be an ally. Hold on. First of all, why is it that it's one or the other, right?
Yeah.
Why can't there be two women?
I mean, there can.
On a set.
There can.
But ESPN saying no, you can't. You can't have two women on a set. There's one woman always hosting the boring ass ESPN Countdown show, and then sideline reporters is, I guess, Rachel Nicholson was doing both. Or what was going on with that?
They absolutely can. It's just ESPN hasn't done it. I think NFL Live has it now to where they have
multiple women on set.
Correct. 2. It's actually 2. So
okay.
The host and then one of the analysts.
So you're telling me Rachel Nicholson got greedy and wanted to do everything?
Yeah, I mean, I think she wanted to. This was her moment. I think she was already. I think she was like, I'm gonna be in the bubble already. Might as well give me the opportunity to be on the court. Might as well give me the opportunity to
run the NBA Countdown show.
Run it all. Run it all. Do it all.
I gotta inject this stupid story into all this because before I forget, when this was all happening, right? Twitter broke out in a frenzy as always, and the story leaked out that Jimmy Butler was clapping cheeks in the bubble, and apparently he was fucking Rachel Nicholson.
Damn, boy.
And
Jimmy Butler, you are a legend. Oh my god.
Hold up. The reason why this might be true is because there was a legit complaint in the bubble from Jimmy Butler's hotel room where they're like, yo, there's a noise complaint on Jimmy Butler because apparently there was the sound of like a ball dribbling in his room, right?
Whoa,
boy!
Damn, boy! Ooh.
Security goes checks this out, right? And apparently Jimmy Butler in full practice gear is sweating, and he answers the door. And he's like drenched in sweat.
That's right. He said right. There was reports that supposedly he was even practicing in his room.
Yeah. And
yes.
How much do you believe that to be true?
That is bullshit, bro. Bullshit that he was practicing. He was practicing doing something else, man. Damn, Jimmy Butler, you is a legend. That's why Miami made it to the finals.
Maybe.
Thank you, Rachel Nichols.
The whole
pickle.
The whole Minnesota and you remember when he went straight to Rachel Nicholson for that interview in Minnesota?
Yes.
It's all starting to come together now.
Yes. Put the puzzle pieces together. Damn.
It's kinda all coming together.
Wait, isn't she married though? Damn. Is she a natural redhead or?
I don't know. I hate Rachel Nicholson.
I'm pretty sure
As a host, as an analysis, as everything, Rachel Nicholson sucks. Maria Taylor is not much better, but
I'm pretty sure she wanted to be on the floor because she was like, man, sometimes we might get access to the locker rooms, go see some schlongs. I don't know.
Now you're being sexist. Well, hold on. Let me get to my
I
ESPN
mean,
countdown.
who wouldn't? You wouldn't want to be in a locker room?
No, absolutely not.
No, with NBA players?
Not when they're like changing and shit.
Well, I mean, they're not always changing. Like, what the hell? Do you go into the locker room and just always change in there?
Yeah, after the game.
No,
yes.
what the hell? You're like sitting there chilling. You're like, what's up, homies? You're talking to the homies. You doing, whatever.
Hey, look, man, I just want to tell you that ESPN Countdown is a terrible, shitty show. Every year they do this shit where they put people together who don't like each other, have no chemistry, and then they talk for 1 minute and 30 seconds, and then they show you 20 minutes of commercial in halftime. It's the worst fucking show on all of ESPN television. And
they gotta do it though. They gotta put all the commercials in there.
And they wonder why nobody watches that shit, and everybody loves the TNT show with Charles Barkley and Shaq.
But she's on The Jump too. Have you watched The Jump?
The Jump is terrible. The Jump is boring.
What?
The Jump is terrible.
The Jump is badass. They got Woj on there. They got Kendrick Perkins on there.
Woj is the most boring ESPN analysis of all time.
But you know what? Woj is facts.
Woj is good for Woj bombs, right? But every time he talks, I literally zone out. Like he has no mic presence.
They got Brian Windhorst there. He's like the chunky dude who like basically was.
I don't want to make any fat jokes. I was wishing you wouldn't say that.
I didn't say, but I didn't say fat.
Every
I said
time
he's
he
the
talks
chunky
to the
dude.
mic, it's just. I can't. Nah, I cannot. Please.
Well, he's like LeBron's BFF. Like
yes. Remember that year
LeBron could put up with that.
Remember when they had Magic Johnson and Bill Simmons and shit like that? I miss that crew.
Oh, Bill Simmons. Yeah, I remember that.
Bill Simmons didn't get along with Michelle Beadle, which, by the way, quietly left ESPN because they put on the ESPN Countdown show, and she hated every second of it, and she quit.
Okay, so quick before we move on, is she gone from ESPN? Like
Michelle Beadle, yes.
No, I'm talking about Rachel.
No, Maria Taylor is likely to leave after her contract is over.
Okay, so Rachel Nichols on the pickles is she staying or she leaving?
I think she stays.
Because they just did not air The Jump yesterday.
Really?
Facts.
I know they took her off the finals coverage.
Correct, but they did not air a new episode of The Jump.
Well, good, because The Jump is shitty, terrible. Bring back real shit like Sports Nation.
Sports Nation's trash. Oh my goodness. This show is better than Sports Nation.
We're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back.
I so want to punch you right now. Just sticky. I want to do this right now.
And welcome back to Over 500.
Yes.
We're about to enter my favorite part of the show, Under 500. But I do need to remind you guys that Over 500 is brought to you by
a couple sponsors.
I Don't Know Network. As you can see the logo right here. Right, Troy? Or maybe it's right here. I don't know. It's somewhere right here in the fucking corner. Shout out to I Don't Know That's Perfect, the original OG podcast.
Yes.
Shout out to 2 Hour Lunch Break. Shout out to us. Shout out to Mario. Shout out to Troy. Shout out Nick.
Yes.
Shout out to my guys in production. I haven't met everybody yet.
They're the true MVPs.
The team is growing every day, apparently. Allegedly.
Yes.
I Don't Know Network. I Don't Know That's Perfect. Has a new episode with Rapid Rick out right now. Ayo Tams. I saw the one with AJ Bray recently. I love that episode. So don't forget to like, subscribe, all that good stuff.
Yes. And we are also sponsored by Flipside Bar. Don't forget to go check it out. It's a pretty cool spot. We're actually going there right after this. Again, like always, we'll go catch a couple drinks before we call it a night. Shout out to Trevor. I'm still mourning the loss of Arkansas's bid to Omaha.
Shout out Flip.
Shout out Flip. I hope Flip's there. He's cool, man. He's cool.
I saw the Mario Kart setup they have now, which it looks fucking awesome. The golf shit was already crazy. And then they got the Mario Kart setup, and I can't wait to go test that out.
They got the golf set up, and true facts, this is where Phil Mickelson and Tom Brady are playing Aaron Rodgers and Bryson DeChambeau as we speak.
Okay. Well, we'll see if that's true.
Yes.
All right, let's get right
Go
into
see if
it.
it's true.
Under 500. First topic we got NCAA pay them.
Pay them, man.
The boys is finally getting paid.
Yes.
Let's talk about it. So, right off the bat, NCAA says you're now allowed to make money off your own name
Yes.
if you're a college athlete,
yes.
which is great, long overdue. I'm surprised it finally happened, but we're here now.
Yeah.
right?
So don't get confused with the NCAA pay them. Don't get confused with like, hey, buddy, how about I give you $100,000 and you come play for Alabama? No.
That's not what it is.
No. Don't get confused with that.
We're talking about endorsements then.
Correct. So it's like, for example, let's say Trevor Lawrence, right? He just got drafted.
Yeah.
It's if he's actually able to sign memorabilia, right? So if I have
make money off of it, right?
So if I have a shirt and I'm like, Trevor, can you sign my boobs? And he's like, yeah, for $20. And then he's like, those are some good man boobs. And then he just signs it.
Hold on. So this means that we're gonna get jerseys with the player's name on the back of them now? It was never the case before. You can never put a player's name on the back of a jersey.
Yeah, so
college.
I mean that brings up a lot of questions. So no jerseys on names yet.
No names on jerseys.
No, but you remember that game NCAA?
Yeah.
So NCAA football.
You can put names on them
so
now.
now there's a possibility you can put names on them. There's a possibility the game comes back.
Yeah, I mean, I used to play with number 12. He was white, and I'm like, I wonder who that could be. Oh, from UT. Like, I wonder who that could be. Just fucking it was Colt McCoy.
So
but they couldn't tell you it was Colt McCoy.
I was about to say, what about Vince Young? Was he white?
Dude, so that brings me to my next point. Which hold on, I mean, I don't know if you want to skip ahead to this, but which athlete did you think would benefit the most from all this?
Johnny Manziel.
Johnny Manziel
football
for sure.
Number one.
Number
yes, all the way.
He
actually like got in trouble after.
He was the one signing all this shit, right? And
Yeah.
He was hanging out with Drake every weekend. Like, I'm sure.
So
Drake
he was already doing it, but allegedly
you couldn't get caught.
No. And I think he settled a lawsuit or something like that. I can't remember what it was, but this was after college. So
okay,
yeah.
Not Reggie Bush.
Reggie Bush, yes, he also could have done it, but it was a different era.
They took away his Heisman.
Yeah, that was hardcore.
That.
Yeah, that's hardcore. And I think they gave it to who? Charles Woodson.
They gave it to somebody?
I don't know.
I wouldn't want anybody left over Heisman. I'm like, bro.
Nah, they didn't give it to Charles Woodson. They didn't. It's vacant.
It's vacant. It was just dumb. And the UFC title is vacant too, right? I think they took away the whole title from UFC. Or I could be wrong.
I don't know what you're talking about. We're talking about football.
Yeah, we're talking about football. They took away a whole title from UFC.
UFC.
Look it up, man. How are you gonna run a sports podcast?
Ultimate Fighter Champion?
No, USC.
Oh, USC. I heard you say UFC. I was like, what?
I thought I said it once or twice.
Oh yeah. I think it was it.
It was from the Reggie Bush scandal.
Okay, so I guess it was the what is it? Pac-12 championship.
No, I think they won a whole title, didn't they? They won it the year before they got beat by Texas.
Correct.
Yeah. See, I know what I'm talking about.
That's why Pete Carroll left too, though. If you think about it,
true, exactly.
He was like, "Oh my God, I need to get out of here before this fire burns on me." And he was like, "Yeah."
Well, how about Vince Young? You think who would have benefited from being paid?
Yeah, I mean, he's got the Vince Young Steakhouse already.
I'm sure when he won that ship, they would have given him like a whole.
Have you ever been? They would have given him
an oil field.
Have you ever been to Vince Young Steakhouse?
No, it's terrible. I've heard bad things about it.
I've never been because I'm an Aggie and Aggies don't go there. So
you weren't an Aggie when they won the championship. Stop lying. You were fucking wearing burnt orange every day in high school. Stop fucking lying. You didn't know you were gonna go to A&M when you were in high school.
I was not wearing burnt orange. I was wearing white tees, brown Dickies, and black Nike sandals.
Stop fucking lying.
Cash me outside. How about that?
Anybody else who would have really benefited from this rule?
I'm trying to think of somebody else. I mean, it's got to be somebody who's, I think players in the new era are going to benefit more from this than from the older era.
You just overlooking Zion like that?
Zion Williamson, yes sir.
I didn't
think about other sports.
2 years too late.
Yeah,
2 years too late. He would have been a millionaire before he even touched a professional basketball.
So going off of that, is this going to motivate players to stay in college longer than the one and dones? Or
I think so. I would believe so. I think the NCAA knew what was happening, right? Where especially in basketball.
Yeah.
I don't know about everything else, but in basketball, players are like, "Fuck college. I'm not playing college basketball. I'm gonna go straight to the G League.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go overseas. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna get paid." And now college basketball is like in a state of limbo. Like, who's gonna fucking watch? If we don't have any star players. So now they made this rule change, and I feel that was the main reason they did it.
So and if you think about it too, I mean, I think one of the top players is going to be drafted this year in the NBA draft. Actually made that decision to go to the G League.
Yeah.
So you could still be a top 5 player drafted in the NBA if you go to the G League. So players,
the whole appeal of
do your
college was free education, like unlimited women throwing themselves at you on college campus,
True.
and just partying all the time, and you just knew that, well, at the end of the day, I'm getting drafted, right? The one thing that you didn't have was money. You weren't getting paid shit, but now you can. Now you can have the money, the women, the power. So what's stopping these athletes from going back to college now?
Yes and no. I mean, there has to have been some way that they were making money some way, somehow.
Some of them were making money down low, but you also hear about players who got $12 and from a agent and then got in trouble for that,
Yeah, that's also true, and that's bullshit. But I'm glad the was it Supreme Court, right? Yeah. Was it the Supreme Court?
I
Supreme
think so,
Court.
yes.
I'm glad the Supreme Court ruled that in favor for the NCAA.
It was literally
athletes.
Free child labor. Like that's what we were looking at.
Yeah.
Like, you were making millions and millions off these kids and not paying nobody.
Yeah. Well,
and then you were like, well, here's your shitty education. That's what they were giving them.
Shitty education.
Duke College. Duke.
Duke's like song that they come out to. It's that one song. It's like, but every time we kiss, I get this feeling.
I've never heard of this. Okay. What the hell? Are you making this up?
I'm not making it up. I'm not. It's like
one day we're gonna have a conversation on the Eyes of Texas. But to that day, I'm gonna change the subject. And let's get into our second under 500 topic, the EUROCUP 2020. This is your specialty area. I honestly don't watch much football.
Yeah, so let us not forget that it is the beautiful game. It is the
most popular sport in the world.
Yeah, it is the sport of the world.
Cricket's right
next to cornhole.
Okay.
But anyways, cornhole is actually pretty fun. Anyways, yeah, man. So we got the EuroCup going on, and the finals are pretty much. We haven't talked about the EuroCup in any of the episodes that we've talked about it, and we had to bring it up because the finals
got set today, right?
Are approaching. Yeah, officially the finals are set today after England beat Denmark in overtime. Who don't like overtime? I like time and a half, right?
Yeah, so it went to overtime?
Yes, sir.
Didn't literally the other game, Italy versus who they play?
Spain.
Yeah, didn't that go to overtime too?
Yeah, they also went to overtime and they went to penalty kick out. That's what people love. Like Americans love that at least. Yeah. Right? They love the shootouts. No pun intended. Anyways.
Man, come on, bro. It's not a political podcast, Ethan Klein. Stop it.
I literally didn't need to say that. But anyways, move on. We got so Italy and England, they're going at it, man. I think the slight favorite, and this actually surprised me, the slight favorite is England. And when I mean slight, I think it's a pick'em, so no goals, favorite to either one, and it's -110. So they're literally like slight favorite. The lines just came out like a couple hours ago. And I think the reason why they're favorite is because it's actually taking place in their home country. So they basically got more fans, and they got the team behind them. Yeah.
Who is your favorite? Who do you have winning this shit?
I think Italy's gonna win it.
That's Italians?
Yeah.
Hold on. When I think football, I don't think Italy. Is that weird? Am I wrong for that? Or
they got some pretty badass players. They got a good what is it? The Serie A is the Italian soccer league. and that it's pretty popular, pretty famous. So they're up there. They're up there, homeboy. It's not just pizza and mafia and cheese
And Among Us.
Among Us.
Yeah.
Among Us.
Among Us is
the
a mafia game. You didn't know that?
No.
No, it's literally. Hold on. This is compared.
Stop sucking on the microphone.
What I was about to say was so crazy that this microphone just came out. But I'm gonna continue anyway.
Bro,
right?
this is the mafia playing. They're playing on you, man. Just stop.
That's actually kind of scary. So in the old days of the mafias, right? You would have traders who would leak information to other mafias.
Yeah.
In order to see the power.
Yeah.
And that's why in Among Us, there's an imposter among us. Is that there literally is somebody who's a rat, and you gotta find them. And if you don't find them, you're gonna kill everybody.
There's always a rat though.
So, yeah. So it's literally an Italian mafia game disguised as a very cute little plushy doll in space.
So they're training all our youth to be mafia mentalities.
Low key, yes.
Dang.
Low key telling you there's snakes in your grass. Make sure you keep it low.
There goes video games again. Let's blame it on video games. Damn video games.
All right, but you have Italy winning, right?
Yeah, I have Italy winning. I want to say, first of all, the EuroCup, we haven't talked a lot about it. There has been amazing matches. I actually put money on France to make it to the finals. So that was a wah pick. They lost in penalties because some dumbass missed the last penalty who he shouldn't have. Anyways, I'll noise my grief to you later. But a good friend of mine actually had Italy going to the finals, and I should listened to him. Next time I will, because he knows more than I do. Shout out my boy E-Man.
The winner is decided this Sunday, right?
Winners decided on Saturday, I believe.
So it's like Saturday night, Sunday morning. I heard Sunday.
Well, it's Saturday for us,
but their time zone is just fucking crazy.
Correct.
Okay.
I think bro. I mean, depending on where you fly, it's like a 18, 20-hour flight.
So I'm gonna be up at Saturday and 11 o'clock at night watching this.
No. For us, it's at Saturday. I think at 1 or 2, something like that. Yeah, 2.
Okay.
That's like prime time. That's like night time over there.
Okay.
So
this episode will be out by then.
Yes.
Hopefully.
Yes. So bet on Italy. Bet the house.
I bet. And also Among Us. Uninstall that game.
They're gonna trash you for it. Wait. One more thing on the EuroCup.
All right, let's go back to EuroCup.
Google EuroCup 2020. So 2020, it's called 2020 because it was supposed to happen last year. But Google EuroCup 2020. Beautiful women. Oh my God. The end. Next.
Okay. I'll let you have that. We're bringing back a segment we did from the last podcast 2 weeks ago, Rapid Fire.
Yes.
Which, sometimes there's too much shit to talk about in the podcast. We only have a set amount of time. We do it once a week. So I just want to get everything out that we can, right? Let's do a quick Rapid Fire segment.
Yes, because there is not enough sports topics that we can.
This is the bottom of the barrel here, right? Let's see. What did I have? You go first, actually.
All right, Rapid Fire. My first Rapid Fire. Man, a little. I'm gonna start off with a little bit sad news, but NHL player Matisse Kivlenikics. I'm sorry if I butcher your name. You are no longer in this earth with us.
That's one way to do it.
After a fireworks incident, man, the dude was 24 years old. He had a fireworks accident, and allegedly it was at his coach's house.
This is the player that hit his head or something like that. Right?
No, actually, so it was a shell in a tube, and it was in the tube, but it exploded in the tube before it went up, and it happened to explode and like reach his abdomen area, and like he was basically just bleeding out, and people were trying to save him and hold him and bleeding him out. So, have you ever played with fireworks?
Yeah, all the time.
What's the worst accident that you've seen or you've been a part of, or like in real life?
I mean, I've seen a couple of fires, but that's about it. I mean, I don't.
So you've legit seen a fire, like big fire, or like just a little
fire, a little bush fire.
Okay, and then what's the last girl that you've seen or that you can think of that brings fireworks to your?
What the hell? What is this?
It's fire, man. I'm just questions.
I do get a little fuzzy feeling every time I scroll down Ariana Grande's Instagram. So is that a valid answer?
Yeah, I wish I could love her harder.
Oh God! All right, my rapid fire is Austin FC.
Yes.
Won their game earlier this week versus Portland 4-1, right?
Yeah, yeah.
They finally won a fucking game at home. They're 3-8 now, I believe, and they have an outside chance to still make the playoffs.
They've had a lot of draws. They've had more draws than wins and losses. They do have an outside chance. I remember when we first talked about the beginning of the podcast, I said, remember guys, this is going to be a building year. It's going to be a growing pains for the next couple of years. Austin FC, we'll get there eventually. We'll get there eventually.
So it'd be great if they make the playoffs first year. It's crazy good.
Yeah. So their offense has been pretty poopy.
Yeah. The defense is good,
but the defense is pretty stout. They got a great goalkeeper that is basically keeping them alive. So, yeah.
They play the LA Football Club tonight, which is the name LA Football Club, right?
Yeah, LAFC.
So it's pretty much Matthew McConaughey versus Will Ferrell tonight.
Ooh,
who you got?
I'm gonna go with Will Ferrell because
you bitch.
Because he has the balls to run naked.
And McConaughey does it
after a college party. I don't know, man. Yeah, I think he would do it too. Damn, this is hard.
This is two really toxic individuals that we all love. So whatever. Go ahead.
And he has the balls to put his balls on somebody's drums. Can't forget that.
Go ahead. Do your next rapid fire.
All right, next rapid fire. Have you heard the name lately of a gentleman named Trevor Bauer?
Sounds really familiar.
Okay, so Trevor Bauer is a pitcher for the Los Angeles Dodgers. Yeah, LA, right?
Hey,
oh
man,
my God.
Are you reading my rapid fires?
No.
Go ahead.
LA, wow, they're awesome, right? Yeah. Well, apparently this dude, like, he's on a 7-day suspension from the MLB, and it's under investigation that he, like, pretty much took advantage of a sexually assaulted a woman, and he like choked her until like she was unconscious.
Your rapid fires aren't very fun.
Oh, I mean,
you're like the somber.
No, but hold on,
bad news bringer.
Hold on. Get this though. So apparently he was like, "All right, so you can throw me under the bus?" to the chick, and then the chick was like, "Hell yeah," and he was like, "All right, bet." So he released all the texts that he had between her and him, and there's texts of her telling him, like, "I want you to choke me, daddy," and like, "I want you to do this to me, and I want you to do this to me," and he was like, "Yeah, you like it, yeah." It was so white. And it was so weird, like I don't know.
So
I wish I was the one texting for him. I would say something like
he didn't do all this stuff he's alleged of doing.
No, I think he did it, but I mean I don't know. It's like, did he? You know,
listen to it.
Is this what she wanted? Like, she likes that freaky shit. You like that freaky shit? What's the freakiest thing you've done in bed?
Eat ass.
Ooh.
What, yours?
I like to eat ass.
Okay.
A little poop don't scare me. if you saw poop, would you stop?
I'd go.
You would. You fucking vanilla. Vanilla.
I'd go get wipies. I'd go get wipies and say,
I would not stop.
Let's keep going. Then vanilla wipies too. So it's like
on the topic of LA Dodgers, right? I had Albert Pujols as my next rapid fire, which So Chris Paul has these old heads acting up because Albert Pujols all of a sudden can play baseball again.
Yeah,
he was absolutely washed on the Angels. He moves down the street to the Dodgers, and he's all of a sudden pretty good nowadays.
Yeah,
they have him exclusively for when the left-handed pitchers come in, right? And he's having like a late career resurgence, and which is crazy to me because he's 41 years old. He's the oldest player in MLB.
Albert Pujols.
You said you were gonna say Pujols.
I was gonna. Yeah, I'm still thinking about the time I was eating poo. You know.
Okay.
The dude, that's what he needed. He needed to be on a good squad. The Dodgers are probably favored to win it.
Really?
Yeah, they got a good squad. I don't know about.
Is Crenshaw still in the Dodgers?
Yes, Clayton Kershaw. Yes.
Okay.
Not Crenshaw. Crenshaw's the state. Oh no, not the state. The city or the hood.
Okay. Oh, you're right. You are right.
Yeah.
The marathon will continue.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
But anyways, yeah, they're a good team. They're a good squad. So yeah, I mean, he deserves his ring. He's old. Let him get his ring.
He already has a ring.
What?
In St. Louis.
Oh,
And that's the reason. That's the reason he got signed to that 10-year
big
like,
ass contract.
$1
I
billion
forgot, yeah.
contract. That's the whole reason. He's
Yeah,
on
and
Kevin Garnett at
he was
MLB
with the Angels. I thought
for 10 years, and he was butt.
Yeah, he was, but.
Okay,
You're right. All right, last one for me. So talking about the Angels, Shohei Ohtani. Have you heard of that name?
no.
All right, so Shohei Ohtani basically is the next Babe Ruth, right? And the reason why people love Babe Ruth was, obviously he was a Yankee, but people love Babe Ruth because he did both things. He pitched and he batted. So he was an offensive and defensive player. You don't see that as much or at all in the MLB anymore. You typically only see people on the offense and people on the defense. So the dude was named on the MLB All-Star team as a pitcher and as a batter, which has never happened ever since the All-Star game began. This is like in the 30s or something like that. So he's a first, right? The dude's from, I think, Japan. I love this dude because he was born July 5th, right? Which is a couple days after my birthday. So he counts as like my brother.
It's not always about you.
And he's the same age as me, by the way. So
Okay.
he's my brother. The dude's got 31 home runs and he's got an ERA of 2.76. So that's actually pretty good numbers for a pitcher. The dude is awesome. He's the next Babe Ruth.
You Japanese?
Yes.
I knew it.
So he's like the next Babe Ruth. If you had to smash one, who would you do it? Babe Ruth
What is
or
up with you and
Shohei
these
Ohtani?
weird questions at the end of your rapid fire? So you don't have to do this. So
You gotta answer.
what is
Come
your-
on,
what
the
is your
people want to
question?
know.
What is your question?
So who would you smash, Babe Ruth or Shohei Ohtani?
I've never seen Shohei Ohtani, but he sounds cute. I pick him just by default.
I like it. Babe Ruth was kind of chunky. I don't know if you like him thick.
All right. I have one more. So LeBron and Bronny having some father-son time in LA. His son is playing a game, AAU probably. I don't know if high school is playing games right now.
Yeah.
But tie game for the win. No, not even tie game. It was like I think Bronny's team was down. Last play of the game for the win. LeBron tells Bronny, "Get yourself open and get yourself a shot, right?" And Bronny gets open in the corner, takes a nice looking three. It doesn't go in. Bronny team loses. Twitter is like, yeah, I mean, much respect to LeBron, but I wouldn't want LeBron on my sideline coaching my team on what to do. And I felt like that was really, really just stupid because that's fucking LeBron James at the end of the sideline. He wasn't even coaching. He was really just more like, yo, son, get open and get a shot. And it was a good shot. I don't have a problem with LeBron James coaching from the sidelines. Would you?
Well, I mean, I don't have a problem either. I wish I was on Bronny's team. I'd get autographs from LeBron James all the time. Yep.
Okay. I was expecting something more, but I guess.
I mean, Bronny ain't LeBron.
You're the biggest LeBron hater. I was like, I'm waiting for you to like have like a punchline to your LeBron hate.
Nah, I give him a pass just because he ain't in the finals.
Okay.
That's like enough. That's like enough of a hate.
Are you gonna watch Space Jam 2?
I will watch Space Jam 2 so I could trash it and say how bad it was compared to Space Jam 1.
Stop hating on LeGoat James.
Le Poo Poo. That's what he is.
All right, that's my cue to end the podcast.
Yes.
I'm your humble, gracious host, Mark Hogan.
And I am your amazing co-host, the only one you've ever wanted by your side.
And this has been Over 500. Like we always say to end the podcast, move that bus.